Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Subnautica on PlayFrame. Today is a day for courage, for we are going to finally stop noodling around on the kind of overworld. I don't really know what else to call it. We're going to stop noodling around in the relatively shallow regions because I think it's time to be heading down deeper. And as a little warm-up for doing this, I think we're going to take our sea moth and not necessarily go deeper, but we're going to warm up to bravery a little bit by heading eastward toward the Aurora. And we're going to see if there's anything past it. My hunch is that no, not really. There is not much past it. I'm guessing the sort of like end of world drop off. Like, I think we're going to hit that pretty shortly past it. And then it's just going to be all Leviathans and misery all the time. But we should at least be sure that there's nothing worth further investigation over there, right? Just to be sure. Where's our little guard dog? There you are. You can come give me sass if you wanna. But I can't advise it. Further east. Thing big. Very large. Oh, we wanna try, huh? You sure you want to lick this battery? That's what I thought. Okay, another one. Sweet. Yeah, it is just kind of going down deeper, it looks like to me. I know I'm not doing a super thorough examination here, but it looks like it's just going down, and then there's a lot of these. Well, I say that. Now it's just bone sharks and these fellas. All right. Kind of a wasteland down here, but a little less nasty of a wasteland than I anticipated. Slightly. Oh, never mind. Still a little nasty. And there does seem to be very little to actually find. Other than antagonism. I do like the sonar. It really is just feeling like empty wasteland out here. A few resources maybe. Hold up. Okay, no. I think it's just a bit of wreckage. I thought I saw what looked like the opening, like a door, like another one of those little alien structures, but no. Kinda just looking like more wasteland and wreckage. And big bites. Confirming my suspicions that past the Aurora is not, in fact, a place to be. Want to try again? You sure? Thinking about it? Oh, yeah. Howdy. Didn't quite take, huh? What about that one? Yeah. Let's get out of here. It's very dark. Too dark. And there's too many of these. More than any ocean needs. Check it out, my sea moth can play a song. It's a very simple song, admittedly. It only knows one note. Pretty, though. Okay, well. Glad to have that sort of checked off our list. Don't need to bother with that anymore. Can't think of a ton of reasons to head back to the Aurora neck of the woods at all. Sounds like there's posters within that I didn't grab. Maybe I can go back and grab a poster or something. Then again, I don't know if college dorm is the vibe I'm going for in my sea base. We'll see. But all right. If we're going to go deeper, and I think we're going to do it in the Sea Moth because I feel like this is the vehicle that is most agile, that feels most defensible against the bulk of things that would attack it directly, and is also the least expensive thing to lose. And I can go as far as 900 meters deep, which is the furthest I've gotten at all. So if I can get 900 meters deep in this thing, by way of our new little, western descent, then I think we're in good shape. Let's go ahead and turn on our West Station beacon. Then we'll get this thing repaired and begin our descent. Good gracious, this part of the ocean is dark. Like, this specific part just goes pitch black. And I don't know why. Like, it's night out, yes, but it was night out in the previous part of the ocean too, and it was at least a dark blue. A bit overkill, if you ask me. But all right, here we are. Excuse me, fish. All right. Let's get this going as our checkpoint. Later, I'll come back out here and get our bioreactor going as well inside here. I might, over the weekend, flesh out all of these stations a little bit, potentially. Still deciding on that. To get even more scanner range and just maybe get some spare power cells at each of them just in case of emergency. I don't know, we'll see. Okay. I did place another beacon at kind of the furthest point of exploration I went. There, I want to sit. Well, nope, not that one, clearly. Don't know what that one is, or don't remember what that one is. That's probably the one I placed where I thought the other exit from the depths was. Loosely, I placed it and ran. this is the one. Here we go. Yeah. Okie dokie. Let us begin our descent. What is glowing over here? Oh, just one of those bioluminescent... It's not really a mushroom, it's just a growth on the sides of the walls out here. I hope you like this chime sound. You're going to be hearing it a lot today, probably. It's very helpful when it's this dark and when I'm probably going to need to go lights out for several chunks of this stretch on account of crab squids. Plenty of room for a Cyclops to navigate through here, and that's nice. Up until this point, then it gets to be a tight squeeze, but seems the marker I left is... Wait, that's home. Where's the... I see. Wrong way. That's good. Lots of Cyclops room. I'm trying to decide if I'm more hopeful that this big crevasse here leads down to a place I recognize in the Acid River area, or just an entirely different one with new things to find. I guess both would be good. Okay. Boy, it's dark. Ow. It's dark with warpers and... Oh, we found this. That's nice. I guess we can follow where it leads. There's you. How much or little do you care about me if my lights are out? Like, if my lights are out, could I just kind of breeze on past and you wouldn't care? We've never really had a face-to-face encounter, you and I. Which I'm fine with. I bet you still shock real good. Alright, there's another one. Lights are still out though, we cool. I come in, not peace, but... Don't even think about it. I know you don't have much for brain. Don't use any of it for think. This is a different spot, I think. Well, or is it? If we're in the same-ish spot, we should be seeing the big ghost Leviathan thing pretty soon here. I think. But we might be in a different spot. Alright, seeing some of the river shark or things. And we are nearing 800 meters. I think we are. This is it. Yeah, it's the same spot. Okay. Because, yeah, that's going to lead to the other alien facility that is in ruins. Excuse you. You mind? I really don't know if lights aggravate or attract other kinds of carnivores.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
At least we got a nice green glow around here for visibility. Okay, alright, so we've scouted enough to know this leads to the same place. And in a way where I am pretty confident the Cyclops could get through here. The prawn could get through here too, on its own, but the prawn could get through here and go deeper than any other vehicle I currently have going, I think. I did construct a depth module for the Cyclops between episodes. I've not installed it, but I have made it so we can pop it in and see how much deeper that might get us. And this beacon actually works quite handily for kind of marking a midpoint between here and our western station. I think that guy just clipped right into the wall. Introvert. Oh, there's another one. You feeling aggro? Okay, maybe if lights are out, they just don't care. Yeah. We can definitely get a Cyclops down here. From there, we can try to get it, maybe, to the tree. I'm torn on the approach I want to take here, because what is this? Is this gold? I want to say gold. Yeah. There's like several approaches we could take to starting to move further into the depths here. Where's my station marker? Did I turn it off? I did. There you are. One approach is we could pop this sea moth into the Cyclops, bring them both down, use the materials packed in the Cyclops to maybe set up a small little, another little tiny base down near the big egg tree thing in that little safe room. Maybe bringing the prawn is better, since once we get to around that depth, the sea moth can't do a whole lot anyway. Yeah, that probably is the thing to do. Like, we could bring the prawn by itself and just pack enough stuff to try to build a small little forward base down there, but having the Cyclops seems handy. I guess it depends on how tough it is to get it down there safely. There is the risk of having to get past a large Ghost Reaper-y thing in two kinds of vehicles that I do not confidently know how to defend myself in. This one, like, Seamoth, I've kind of figured it out. I feel fairly confident. Those other two, slightly less confident. But I feel like bringing it'll be a bigger pain getting either of those two out of there, but I guess it does sort of feel like this is the next step to take for pursuing greater depths. So I guess I've talked myself into it. We need to not be playing around with this little base we build for ourselves, though. If we're going to be building something that far down, if we're going to be taking the Cyclops that far down, like, we need to not run out of power cells down there. We need to build a tiny little outpost that can generate enough power to recharge some power cells in an emergency. And I've got like 4 or 5 spare fully charged ones stashed in the Cyclops already. Maybe making a few more to start, and then kind of figuring out what materials we need to bring to set up a decent power generating base down there would be smart. We haven't built a nuclear one before. Maybe that's maybe that's the thing it's time to finally do. Build a couple more batteries. Need some acid mushrooms for that. Why not? Okay. Two batteries and a silicone rubber for another power cell. Okay. I want a bioreactor down there at minimum, because that I know I can just plant another tree and we can have enough to get bare minimum power going consistently. What is involved in these other kinds of power generators? Thermal just needs titanium magnetite and aerogel. That's pretty easy, assuming we find a spot. No, okay, there's some thermal, there's some geothermal spots right down there. Yeah, I think right down there near the tree. There were a couple. If not like right in that room, then pretty close by. So we could totally do that. If I bring... I guess that's more space efficient to actually like build well, you can't just like build these and pack them. No, you have to have the materials and then you use the habitat builder right? Okay. So yeah, if I bring like 10 titanium, 4 magnetite, and 2 aerogels, we'll be able to build 2 of these things down there. Some golden titanium in case we need to reach. That will guaranteed get us a powered base, a very simple one down there to start with reliable power. And then we can go from there. All right, let me round up all the equipment needed to build ourselves a little forward base down there, and then we will begin our expedition. See you all in a few. All right, I think we are equipped and prepared. Very stocked up. We've got plenty of spare power cells and a couple extra batteries, if needed, which I doubt it will be, but we have them. We've got a couple spare decoys we can fire, as well as some modules we can go ahead and equip now, actually. The Cyclops Depth Module Mark 1 and Decoy Tube Upgrade. I don't know how many more we'll be able to pack in there, but excited about it. Also, this one just has a bunch of food, water, med kits, some basic supplies in case they are needed. Let's get these installed, though. I'm curious. Well, I guess this is fabricating more of them. I don't need to do that. I need to install them over here. Here we go. And I found that, oh, right, I made like a Cyclops engine efficiency module like weeks ago and then put it in a locker somewhere, and then I stumbled upon it and I was like, oh, I had one already. Well, sure, let's install another. As long as we've got spare slots for the moment. But, decoy tube and depth module. Was it not 900 meters before? I guess it was like 500 before. Now it's 900. So we can get this exactly as far as the base we're trying to build and no further. Then it's all prawn all the time until we can upgrade this thing. And I don't think we have any recipes or like blueprints, rather, for upgrading this thing. So 900 is as good as it gets until we get more supplies. I don't even know if we have... Yeah, we've not even found like the blueprint for upgrading this, I don't think. In the mod station. Have we? No, wait, we have. And you know, we've got what we need to do that. We have some nickel ore. So that's probably the thing to upgrade with that ore we've got. Prawn still needs kyanite, which never seen it. Yeah, no, we should upgrade this thing. I got stuff for that. And it would be nice to go further than 900. Like, I don't think we're going to be able to squeeze the Cyclops through any of those. Well, it may be that we can fit it further through that cavern than we got with the tree, but you never know. Oh, I didn't mention it. I went ahead and got rid of the third moon pool because I was... I decided, yeah, we don't really need this. I barely even need two anymore. One of these things is almost always going to be inside the Cyclops, so let's just slim the place down a little bit. But let's see. Depth module Mark II. Maybe we'll just make a plasteel ingot first. There we go. Nice. And then... that's 3 out of the 5 nickel that I found so far, but where we're going, hopefully we'll find much, much more. Exciting. I'm betting this will get us to 1,200.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Right, don't need to fabricate. Don't know why I keep running there. And 1,300, ooh, bonus. All right, we can go pretty far in this sucker. I've got our prawn packed up, and in all of the bins down below, I have stocked us up with just lots of materials and supplies for creating various basic base things. Hopefully enough of it. I'm sure there's something I've forgotten. And that's really like the one argument in favor of bringing the sea moth instead of the prawn, is that the sea moth could make a run back up to the surface for stuff a lot more easily. I'm kind of talking myself into that, actually, because I can run the prawn down there by itself. And then continue onward with the prawn if desired. And I can build like a moon pool at the space if desired. Yeah, I'm actually talking myself into that more and more. If we can get the Cyclops down there to where we're wanting to build this base, we can get the prawn down there. And having the sea moth handy to be able to make errand and like material runs between these two bases actually would be really helpful. I'm sure I'll regret this decision by the time I'm there.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
But if I just sit here paralyzed by indecision forever, then we don't ever get to try getting down there, do we? And I'm increasingly nervous excited about that. Okay. Yes, good.
Engine powering up.
Ooh, we can, like, get 5 of those decoys popped in there now. Let's go ahead and add the extra 2. Did I grab them already? No, here we go. Let's pop them in there, in case they are needed. I'm also bringing a couple alien keys and little ion cube things as well, just in case we find we have need of them on arrival. Because there's definitely another alien structure down below at 1,200 meters, I want to say. And I'm guessing this is how we're going to get there. So let's see. We have our countermeasures. We can go silent as needed, and we'll probably need to for a little while down there to play it safe. We can run sonar, which will probably help for our initial descent kind of into the trench, and shield system in case of emergency. What I don't know is how much battery these other things soak up. Like, how much battery does the sonar take to just keep running? Probably a non-zero amount. Yeah. Probably best to only turn these other systems on as needed. We'll stop into Western Station, just to give ourselves a little respawn checkpoint, in case the worst should occur. Well, maybe not the worst, but in case some bad outcomes should occur. In a worst outcome, I suppose, respawning there or home doesn't make a lot of difference. Okay. I am guessing warpers are not going to be a major concern. For this big guy. I don't even know if I need that on. I probably do. I would guess, and maybe I'm wrong, that your Cyclops also counts as sort of like base checkpoint if you enter it. But then if it gets destroyed and then I die, I don't know what would happen. Hopefully it doesn't. It's got a lot of expensive stuff in here. Replaceable, but expensive. Our engines are really running at a very efficient level right now, though, and that I appreciate. Now we get to start trying to carefully squeeze this into more narrow spaces. That's going to be an adventure. We might need sonar for a good chunk of this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Already bumping into things. Maybe we can find a better entry point. It's gonna be a tight squeeze. How bad is this on battery? Not great. We brought spares. Yeah, this is looking more like an easier way to descend. Easy in heavy air quotes. Very dark. All right. Careful. We're definitely going to be bouncing off some walls. Yep. Yep. Yeah, maybe I should be using this more, actually. This guide for, like, kind of a visibility when we're in danger of hitting something. Depth of 500, it's a start. Okay, let's turn that off for a sec. Maybe do a battery switch while we have a second. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we try running silent,
Silent running.
which also has us going quieter. And sonar may run counter to that. And we need to be heading kind of back more that way, I think. Now we got more cameras. Tail camera. All right, there's our river. Let's figure out where we're at. River. That way, I believe. Yeah, I think. Or that way. No, that's feeling more right. Okay. To our port side. I think. Yeah.
Ahead slow.
Slow speed's fine. Whew, this does drain power fast, though. Careful. Easy does it. Ouch. Ouch and bonk. I appreciate the warnings. Think we're okay without that for a moment. Okay. Lower. Maybe we should turn off the lights. Not make that thing mad. Oh, we did already. We're in careful silent mode. I don't know if it's gonna be enough to not aggravate that thing. But hopefully. Slow and steady. Ow. I'm okay. All right. All right. Sorry. At least these little scrapes aren't doing much damage to us, from what I can tell. Careful. All right. Oof. Yeah, I don't like how low power is running. Let me, get that sorted, not take chances. Okay. This will hopefully get us where we're trying to go. And since I'm not seeing any... Hang on. Kill engines. Let's just really quickly scope it out. Is there anything around that looks like it's a threat that's going to actually attack us? Like, I'm not seeing anything currently, so we could park this here for the moment. Hop out in the sea moth. Find, again, exactly the spot we're trying to go and park that there so we have that on our... So we have that, like, as a beacon. Let's do that. I like this plan. Engine offline. We're running in silent mode. No one even needs to know we're here. Okay.
All systems online.
You sit tight. I'm gonna figure out where we are and where we're going. Because I believe it should be down here. Would also be good to know what threats are waiting. There's the way to alien base. But if we don't go that way, if we just keep on going this way, I think we're just gonna get there direct. Yeah, we're gonna get there direct and we're not gonna run into a Leviathan at all. At least not the sort that would attack us. This is great. And there's our vent. One of them, there's probably several we can make use of. Yeah, maybe we'll set our base like right over here.
Maximum depth
Right.
reached. Hull damage imminent.
You're right. My mistake. Yeah, like this seems like a great spot for a base. Perfect. It's a small little outpost to go right here. We'll hang with our ghost ray friends. It's gonna rule. You're there. Okay, good. Drink. Snack. Okie dokie. It's just like 300 or 400 meters and we're there. It's happening. Leave me be, little river something. Or I will make you leave me be. We're not making stupid decisions, are we? Have I gotten around too far? No, I don't think so. Yeah, this is right. It's just kind of a roundabout trip, sort of a big U-turn we need to make. I really feel like I was seeing a Leviathan out here last time we were in the area. Maybe it's just a little further that way that it patrols.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
But I'll take it.
Engine powering up.
Good. Still in silent mode. Low speed. Let's-a go. Carefully. Slow and steady, gang. Ow. We're okay. Yeah, none of these scrapes are really hurting us too bad, so either we need to like hit something at high speed for it to really do damage to us, or the only real threats are wildlife. Yikes. Bump and scrape. Ow. We're getting there. Nice and quiet. Didn't love that sound. It was very quiet. I don't even know if y'all could hear it. Something did a little yell, but... Ow. I still think we're fine. Seamoth, you're not on my little beacon heads-up display right now. That needs fixing. Let's go ahead and clear these others we no longer require as well. Okay, we are going the right way. Careful, don't just go right through that stuff. It's probably not great for us or our hull. Almost there. Look out, fish. Not really so agile that I can steer around you guys in this thing. The broadside of a barn is coming at you. It's kind of on you to evade. Yeah. Now, you guys also need to look out. I'm trying to proceed through here slow and careful, but there's a lot of you. Steady. Slow and steady. Probably slower and steadier than required, just taking precautions. Yeah. If we could make that module that lets us recharge from, like, being near thermal vents, I feel like we'd be able to do so here. Like, the water around here is really hot. It's gonna make building around here a bit of a pain. Might be smart to find a spot to put our base that is right, like, not directly next to the vent thing.
Powering down.
I'll figure something out. These things don't seem super hostile, and I hope it stays that way. Okay. I think we did it. Still got half power, which is probably not enough to get it out of here, but that's not really currently the plan. I have a sea moth for getting back and forth between these two bases at this point. Let's get a little snack food and see what building we can start to do. Titanium. Maybe. I don't even really probably need to pull these out of the lockers, but well, let's just start with that. How bad does this water hurt? Kind of hurts. A little bit. Not too bad, but a little bit.
Warning, maximum
Right.
depth reached. Hull damage
You're right, you're right, you're right. Okay. Maybe like here is a decent base spot. Right on this little island here. We can set up thermal reactors kind of near that vent. And if we need more for whatever reason, there's more vents over this way. Oh, don't go further down, right. Water's not so bad right here, so okay, yeah, we might have a plan. Oh, this is cool. We'll start with this. Try to get ourselves high enough off the ground to have room to build more things, but not so high that it's starting to limit what rooms we're able to make. There we go. Multi-purpose room. All right, gonna need some reinforcement here. I think the depth is impacting how much hull strength we lose for every added thing we build, which makes a lot of sense, actually. We're probably gonna need more reinforcement down here the further we go. Just out of necessity. So, like, what if... And hopefully I brought enough... Yeah, I brought a little lithium around, so... There we go. Make a little hatch for ourselves.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
We can start with our bioreactor, just to kind of get us started. And a little spot for the fuel. We'll say here. Let's go grab some. This is so neat. Probably should move the Cyclops so I'm not having to get cooked just to get in the ship. Not that it really hurts that bad, but still. Maybe we'll move just a little bit.
Engine powering up.
Just a hair. Okay. Sweet.
Engine powering down.
I feel so proud of us. Putting together and executing on this plan. All right. Plant. Power. Yeah.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
And we're getting up and running. So let's see. I wonder if the water is hottest. Moth might make it easier to check this. Like, where is the water hottest? Is it at the spout of these vents? The base of the... Like, the spout would make the most sense to me, but we'll see how it works in game rules. So, 26, 30, 30, heating up really quickly, 50.
Maximum depth reached.
Right.
Hull damage imminent.
60, 62, 65, 66, 69, 70, starting to cook. Sorry, didn't mean to bonk. Let's repair real quick. So it was like 70-ish at the spout of this. If we go to the base of it...
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Yeah, it seems like the spout of it is the place to go. All right, all right. Maybe we can get like a foundation, if I borrowed any lead with me. Maybe we can get a foundation built high up enough that we can build them closer to that. We are going to go through a lot of our med kits, getting that stuff installed. Do I have lead? I don't know that I do. Where is this allowed? We'll say there. Hang on, no. No, 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 no. How high up is it allowed? Hurting a bit, but we're okay. We're gonna say right there. But yeah, we're gonna need lead for that. Going to need lead for that. That'll be a thing to prioritize on our shopping trip home. That I'll probably be doing off camera, because I may need to make several. Really may not need to build it that high up to achieve what we want, but you get the idea.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So we have this. With thermal power going, we'll be able to build ourselves, and I may not have the materials for this either, but we'll be able to build ourselves a power cell charger. Several. Not that we'll need tons of it, because again, as soon as we can build the module that gets our Cyclops power generating from heat, then we're pretty good. But, yeah, okay, so if we then try to make a scanner room, which I think I have the stuff for, might be running low on titanium for it. Might have to hop back in the ship for that, possibly. Or maybe I've run out of my supply. I didn't come, like, fully loaded.
Captain.
Okay, yeah, no, we are
Systems online.
running through our goodies quick-like. Makes sense. Okay, yeah, definitely gonna need to bring a lot more titanium down here. But I can make some runs. Exciting. So yeah, I'll probably build the scanner room. I'll add some storage. I'll add... What else do we want attached to this? Get some thermal reactors set up over there. And some power connectors to get the power to here. We will build a moon pool, and that's... No, I need lead for that too. We'll build a moon pool as well for a place to park and recharge the Seamoth and Prawn when they are down here. We'll bring more stuff for reinforcement, because it's clearly going to be needed. Hopefully enough that we can afford a window or two here or there. Plenty of stuff for thermal plants. Not really needing a water filtration machine down here for any reason I can think of. Battery and power cell rechargers. Kind of the standard fabricator, radio, medkit fabricator collection of things. Mod station might not be a bad idea, just to have one handy. And maybe a little basic decor. Let's make this a proper... I think I've decided this will be our first, like, major outpost we build down here. I might even, depending on how much time I have, if I have enough time to, like, grab enough things to even make, like, a large room down here, we can try to make a smaller home away from home down here. May take some runs to get the supplies relocated down here, but I can make it work. The route is pretty much figured out now, and it's pretty safe compared to the other routes I found, so I think we're in business. I'll also try to get the prawn suit down here. You know what? Hey, I know we're going a little long here, but gonna need to run the Seamoth back to do it. How do I want to handle that? Huh. Take the Cyclops back, pick up the prawn. That's probably what I'll do. Yeah, no, that's probably easiest. Since it's not that dangerous a route, take the Cyclops back up the way I came, stock up on a lot more titanium and other stuff I need down here, grab the prawn, come back down. That's the plan. This is going to be a lot of boring back and forth and errand running and such to get everything we need to build this base down here. I will not make y'all watch all that. I will just do all the back and forth errand running to get us the stuff we need to, next time, kind of finish setting up and building our little base down here. I may get, like, some basics like the thermal generators and stuff like that set up and going, just so I can start charging batteries and all that. But I'll save some of the base building, some of the more fun base building, rather, for Monday. Y'all have a good one. I will see you on Monday for some more base building and then venturing deeper down, finally. I'm excited. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.